2018 rail fans here at Crossroads Village in Huckleberry Railroad, and the difference from last year. I started out here again this year just to give you an idea what's going on. I put track number 6 in here. It needs some ballast. You can see all the weeds here. Track number 5 is pretty much the same. I have a feeling they're going to be maybe doing a little bit of leveling. You can see it sinking in places down there, but they did get the other switch installed, so it's coming along here. I'll get a little bit down there as well. They put an actual gravel crossing through there to get to the storage area. You can see the hopper car sitting here, and a weed sprayer, and some shop trucks, and the boilers. For the first one is the actual number 3 with the remains of the cab on it. I mentioned that last year. This is about as good as I can give it. And in front of that is the frame, and the drivers are all the way down there, seeing off the track. But this other boiler here, from what I've been told by numerous sources, belongs back up north. They're leasing it, 100-year lease. I'm not sure how that works, but supposedly it would also go on the number 3. But really, in all reality, it should probably just go back up north and send that museum up there. Get a nice cosmetic restoration. But anyway, yeah, everything's kind of grown up in here, being sand and all. It is dry though, so yeah, the engines are down there being serviced now, so we'll see what's going on. Yeah, rail fans is pretty much over for the day, and here in the cold storage in the shop, and a lot of different projects waiting to get started, but 152 is done. That's important. But here we see the big pieces of wood that are going to become new cars, or the replacement beams for cars here on the Huckleberry Railroad. Here we got some white steel sheets. Not sure what project these are going to be used for, but we'll see in the future. Right now, talk about new wooden passenger cars, so I doubt they're going to be going on there. We got some locomotive parts here coming back from the shipper. Whoever was contracted out to do them. I think it says Modine Manufacturing Company on there. Steam parts. Here's another pipe there. I'm not sure what that came off of here on the flat car. But coming down here into the locomotive shop, this is pretty cleaned out right now. But you see the car number 8 is in there. Hey guys.
How you doing?
Good. Nice job today.
Thank you.
And that, of course, is the oldest car, and they got it displayed here next to the caboose, 0526. That was restored a few years ago, and we've seen it being used as an office, and now I can maybe show you a little bit better inside here. I've shown you inside the interior of car number 8 already in past years, but now that the interior of the caboose is layered, you get a better idea of what it looks like. We got some engineering drawings out for 152, and see the office chairs set up here with computer screens. Do all the engineering drawings and all the plugs. They need the office space now, so I don't think we'll be seeing it running for a little bit while longer. But I guess that's the long-term goal. You can see the history here on the side. It was actually listed as scrapped because when the railroad went bankrupt out there in Colorado, the judge took into receivership the caboose. So here's the drawings for 152, the engineering drawings. The engine itself. Here's some information there, copy from the book. And you seen this drawing last year. This is for 152's tender body and how they all went together. So there's that. And yeah, like I said, they did a nice job on this caboose, and just can't wait to see it run. That'd be awesome. Again, car number 8 needs new trucks put under it before it could go anywhere. They'd probably have to build some because it's almost impossible to find any, and have, of course, a new brake system put under there, and the knuckle couplers on both ends, of course. Got the cars sitting out here, the former East Broadtop flat cars with the coach bodies built onto them, and diesel number 7's in front of them there. Got 464 and 152 sitting out here, just simmering away at the end of a long day. Gonna go into the machine shop now quickly and show you in there. We got the 571 here, and this is the one you saw with the paint job on it last year. And here's a better shot of that with the flames. Man, they did a pretty bang-up job on this thing. Now they need to do it again on number 11, the sister of this locomotive. Even in here it looks pretty good in the cab. And we got a little buddy seat here. Seems like it's pretty low to be riding shotgun, but you know, I like how it's left hand side drive too. Yeah, so you can see all the controls up there, the brake handle and the throttle, and you can see, call it tram, but it's real nice. We got the 4-wheel flat car here with all the tools on it. The acetylene torch and the crib here. Probably go out and knock some weeds down. We got the spiker here, or spike puller. Can't remember which one it is. But sure makes things, comes in handy. Fix the track. And we got flat car number 201 here with some 2x4 boards and some OSB board on here as well. Yeah. Wonder what those are going to be made into. We'll see. Nothing's on the lathe this time, but I want to show you. Back here we got 453 number boards. So that the way they can disguise a 464. It has its closest looking sister. Yeah, going out to see the locomotives now. Okay, we're looking from the other end. Remember when we came in here at the beginning of the video, we saw that track 6 was completed, just unballasted. You can see probably all needs to be tamped, but since this is a yard, probably just needs to be raised in places. But you can see the new switches in there, and the track going off goes into the building there, and there's another one that goes off there. You've seen that in earlier videos. Just a lot of weeds grow up here easy with the sandy ground. So see number 3 there, the weed sprayer train. We got in front of the hopper car there that we saw earlier. We got one of the other flat cars, and we got engine number 5, engine number 11 in front of that, and the speeder. That's the crew speeder. And right outside the back of the machine shop. So that's how things change. I like doing this because you see every year the different change. They, like I said, they put an actual stone crossing here now into the storage area that they built up, and now they can more easily access that point. And here we got 152 and 464 again. It's nice to see both of them running now. You've seen the footage earlier on the photo run. It was a pretty good time. Just hot out. But yeah, it's good to see them both operate again. I like this paint job on 152. Kind of, you know, to me it'll always be number 2. I don't care what anyone else says, but I mean, that's how I remember it. But it still looks pretty good, I think, being its original number and all. This is actually probably kind of close to what it would have looked like running up in Alaska until, you know, they beat it down and wore it out. See the new lighting system up there, and the oiler that was in there originally, and of course it's got a new lubrication system here on the outside, which helps things. You could tell that's more modern, but yeah, well, it helps it run better. A lot of different changes done to it, so I mean, it doesn't really hurt any of the aesthetics of it. It actually makes it look pretty nice, I think. So, I mean, yeah, just sitting here in the sunshine, it looks beautiful. You got the bell up there and the sand dome, the steam dome. They really haven't changed much, just different color green and different light. It almost looks brown, but it's still shiny. It's just really nice. They add this extra piece here. I guess they can vacuum out the ashes from the bottom of the spoke box now a lot better. It didn't used to have this extension on it. It just used to have the plug. It's still got the plug up here too. Try to get a picture on the front of it here, but the grab handles are really hot, so I'm gonna stick to just standing down here. I do have a picture of myself on the front of this thing with my cousin back in 2005, but it wasn't operating that day. They had just gotten 464 running again, but yeah, it wasn't in quite this good looking shape. But that was when it was still number 2 also. Man, it just looks so great. Even with 464 being a little bit dirtier and all, they still look pretty good together. There is still talk about having a third locomotive restored out here, but we'll see about that. They got, like I said, number 3 back there, the Quincy and Torch Lake, but that's in such bad shape, like I said. Should probably go back to that museum up north in Hancock. And number 4 is out on the other, just down the line here, a good half mile on display. You've seen that before, the 2AL from Mexico. And yeah, it's going to need some extensive work if that ran again, mainly to the boiler. Here we see number 7. Heard that that's going to need some rebuilding work done too. Not sure if it's on the engine itself or if it's on the drivetrain or what, but it's had some problems recently, and when 464 was down last year for some mechanical issues, it was hard keeping this thing running the whole time, so we'll see what happens. It wasn't running at all today, so the steam engines pretty much bore the brunt. But yeah, I think it's good now that they got 3 operating engines, 2 of them steam, to run the normal train. So yeah, it's good to just see it back in operation. 152. I never get tired of 464 running, because 152 number 2 here ran for so many years just alone that it was so just kind of boring after a while. But I mean, the stack talk coming out of this thing is pretty good, and the noise of the single compound air compressor on there just really makes it sound beautiful. And that whistle on there, didn't realize how much I missed that, but it's loud. So yeah, so everything is shutting down here for the night, and just thought I'd come out here again and update you, and one last look at the engines here. Yeah, so from Crossroads Village and Huckleberry Railroad, Rail Fans 2018, 2 hot steamers out here. Yep, very good.